Hi, and welcome to Kidney Plugged In. April 7th will mark the 6th annual Green Shirt Day, a day to honor the Logan Boulet Effect, which inspired hundreds of thousands of Canadians to register as organ donors. The Kidney Foundation is once again a proud community partner of Green Shirt Day, and we strongly encourage you to join us in Green Shirt Day to educate and inspire yourself and others to make the gift of life. On the show today, we are pleased to welcome back Logan Boulet's parents, Toby and Bernadine, as they share with us how Green Shirt Day has evolved over the past 6 years into a day to celebrate not only the importance of organ donation registration, but to emphasize the importance of continuing kitchen table conversations about organ donation. And if you live in the Calgary area, we have details about the Hope in Motion 2-kilometer walk being held on April 7th to pay tribute to the enduring legacy of Logan Boulet and shine a light on the need for more organ donors. So stay with us because it's all coming up next, right here on Kidney Plugged In.
This is Toby and Bernie, the Boulets. They're both teachers and also parents to two amazing kids, Mariko and Logan. Logan loved hockey. More so, he loved the team. He was a quiet leader on and off the ice. The kind of kid who visited neighbors just because, who loved changing oil with his grandpa, who sang Disney songs while doing dishes with his sister, and who ate his weight in waffles on their trip to Paris and Brussels in 2017. It's one of my favorite memories with him, says Mariko. Ask anyone who knew Logan and they'll tell you that he was kind to teammates, family, friends, and strangers too. They'll tell you he made people feel like they mattered, and they'll tell you he mattered. Logan was on the Humboldt Broncos bus when it tragically crashed in 2018. He was 21, and he was an organ donor. Nearly a year before, Logan's fitness mentor Rick passed away suddenly. Rick was an organ donor and saved the lives of 6 other people. Logan was inspired by Rick. He wanted to be an organ donor if he passed, says Toby. He told me, if Rick can save 6 lives, then I can too. A little under a year later, Logan also saved 6 lives. The Humboldt Broncos bus crash gripped the nation and the global hockey community. When Logan's family honored his decision to donate his organs, Logan's legacy was born, the Logan Boulet Effect. He inspired thousands of people across the country to register as organ donors. This launched Green Shirt Day, a national day to build awareness for organ donation. I am incredibly proud of Logan, says Bernie. His decision and desire to be an organ donor has made an incredible difference in Canada and the world. Though we have lost Logan on this earth, Toby adds, I know that he is present in his legacy. It takes 2 minutes to save a life, or 6, like Logan. Find out how to register as an organ donor at organtissuedonation.ca.
Bernadine and Toby, the Logan Boulet Effect has had an epic impact on organ donation registration worldwide, but particularly here in Canada, where hundreds of thousands of Canadians have registered to be organ donors in Logan's name. And it's now 6 years later, Logan's legacy is strong and it's thriving. And as Logan's parents, what does this movement, that Logan's selfless act of registering to be an organ donor, what does that mean to the two of you?
I think that as any parent or any person who's lost someone and they've passed away, what you want is them to still be part of conversations. You want people to carry on with thinking about that person as if they're still around. And so to know that 6 years after such a tragic event as the bus crash, that people are still talking about Logan and he's still making an impact and he's still making a difference. I think that that's really important. It always warms my heart when someone comes up to me and says something about, oh, I know who Logan is. It has impacted my family. I just had a conversation with a colleague at school who's new to our school, and she was talking about the fact that a relative of hers was able to get a liver transplant, and the opportunity came because there's more people who are registered, and it was after the crash time. So it, just knowing that it has made a difference and it still continues to impact people.
Some of the things that really have affected me that both Bert and I talk about quite often is that now in 2024, Green Shirt Day itself, April 7th, we even see it as a celebration. Some people have that a hard time understand that, but we have our annual Green Shirt Day skate. We invite all the community. It's free. You come skate. Got little things. Bernie did a scavenger hunt last year. It was awesome. Our daughter Mariko helped out with that. It was great. And we're happy. We're there. We're helping people. Then we go for pizza after with all our volunteers, taking for pizza and there. But April 6th, that's the day of the tragedy. That's when Logan lost 14 Bronco family members. And then Logan passed April 7th and Dana Bronze passed on April 11th. And that left 13 survivors also. The tragedy just struck their families, and they've been working hard to get past that, and they can't. Some of them they'll always have that in there as a reminder. So for us, April 6th is a real tough day. That's a day. April 7th, to us now, to me, to us, to our daughter even, it's almost a day of celebration because we know Canadians and people that have received an organ transplant are thankful. And it takes a while to understand that. We understand that and we accept that.
So over the past 6 years, Green Shirt Day has come to be recognized in so many ways because in addition to people wearing green, landmarks across the country are lit up green and even city proclamations are made in honor of Green Shirt Day. Did you ever imagine that fulfilling your son's wish would lead to such a large movement that's recognized on Green Shirt Day?
No, we wouldn't have. Bernie will talk some more about another part, but I couldn't have imagined it, and we just did what Logan wanted, and he wanted just to help.
Yeah, I think that what the whole thought of what we did was making that decision to not just create a legacy or anything like that, but it was a young man who was healthy, fit, strong. He wasn't going to need his organs where he was going, and someone else could, and it could make a huge difference in that person's life and their family's life. But I think when we first started all of this, we had no idea what it would be like. What, Green Shirt Day? Oh no, like there's Pink Shirt Day. Orange Shirt Day just kind of sort of was starting to have some significance. And I remember like the first times we ever went to events and people were just overwhelmed with joy of knowing what an impact that Logan had made and what we had made. And we just kind of still thought of it as being our loss, and our child had passed away, and then we slowly began to notice how it had impacted people and what a difference it had made and the hope it had given. I think hope is the big thing that, although we are not waiting for an organ, but just for all the people who are waiting, the hope that they're one step closer to getting an organ that they will need to create longevity in their life and to make them healthier.
We never expected people just to come up, random people come up and say thank you. And we just took a long, long time to understand, you're thanking us because our son passed away? No, they're thanking us because his small act has created a phenomenon across Canada that's carried on through COVID and continues to have people to have conversations, to be inspired to register to become organ donors, and to inspire governments to make it a day in their province or their city or their town, to light up landmarks. That inspiration is making people be aware. And it's our next step of our journey is to the converted are converted. Now it's almost like now you have to get, how do you get to people that are like on the fence and thinking, right? And so we're working on that. And so I guess I'm excited about how we can continue to push and make Logan's legacy part of everyday conversation at the kitchen table. We're getting there, but how do you make it every day? Terry Fox is every day. We're not competing with Terry Fox, of course, but it's an everyday conversation. Why can't organ donation be an everyday conversation?
The conversation is the big thing that we want to have. We've been very fortunate to be part of different events and things, and just have that conversation and to talk to people about it. And they go back and have conversations with their family, their friends, and it just kind of keeps rolling. And so that you just know that it's making a difference.
It is.
Hey, honey, I lost the list for Jason's birthday thing. Obviously, hamburger, cakes. No, not hamburger cakes. Hamburgers and cake. And buns, sausage.
Talking. Ooh, eye candy.
Is it a full moon tonight? People are being weird. And don't forget to make the Facebook event private this time. Okay, bye.
Can you imagine losing most of something without realizing it? Over time, kidney disease can destroy up to 80% of kidney function before you notice any symptoms. Talk to your family doctor to see if you're at risk and need to be screened. It could save your life.
On April 6, 2018, Logan Boulet set out with his hockey team, the Humboldt Broncos, for a road trip to a playoff game. But tragically, the team's bus was involved in a devastating crash. Despite all efforts, Logan's injuries were too severe and he passed away on April 7th. Even in the midst of tragedy, Logan gave back. His decision to register as an organ donor and tell his family saved 6 lives. This selfless act sparked a nationwide movement for 150,000 donor registrations, known as the Logan Boulet Effect, and led to the creation of Green Shirt Day. On April 7th, Canadians come together to celebrate Logan's legacy and raise awareness for organ donation. By wearing green, we show our support for this important cause and the life-saving impact it has. We invite you to join us in honoring Logan's legacy by registering as an organ donor and telling your family. Together, we can continue the positive impact known as the Logan Boulet Effect.
Bernie and Toby, like countless other Canadians, I'm so very proud that Canada has another young man, your son, who in passing away left us all with a legacy that sets an example for us to follow. You know, as it's so often said, Logan's selfless act is nothing less than miraculous. You know, but the two of you may never know the untold number of lives that the Logan Boulet Effect and the movement that's followed it has created, how many lives it's saved and will continue to save long into the future. What are your thoughts on that?
It's always surprising when something happens and it's attached to Logan or the color green because of the Logan Boulet Effect or anything, and you're just like, why does that person? It's, to me, it's like, if your family member or you had been an organ, had received an organ, you don't tell anybody. But now it's like, you know what? I have an organ that's been donated to my body, and I live a better life because of it. And I live it because of my other deceased donor or an angel donor, a living donor. And so now they have someone to thank because they don't know who their donor is. They have someone to look at and say, thank you. And ourselves and our daughter, we go places, it's not always recognized, but we go, and there's, no matter where you go, somebody says something to you. And you're like, oh, okay, that's us. Yes, that's us.
That very first kidney event in Saskatchewan, that was probably the first time we really saw the whole impact of everything, because the people that would come coming up to us and talking to us when we were still at that point where it was still our loss, not necessarily realizing the big impact. And there we were at the Kidney Foundation gala in Saskatoon, and like just overwhelmed almost by people's stories and their thankfulness and their hope and their joy of knowing that they were closer.
And that was Green Shirt Day didn't come until April of 2019. So that was all. So the TSN video, the Sports Illustrated video, all the videos, all the documentaries came, and our first speaking engagement with you at the Kidney in Saskatoon, that all happened before. Green Shirt Day wasn't even mentioned. So it's, you know, the chicken and the egg, which came first. Well, it's hard to say now, but they both influenced. And certainly we referenced the Saskatoon speaking engagement almost all the time, because that's where people literally came up to us and thanked us, and we didn't know what to say. We didn't know what to do. It's almost like, just go away. As Bernie said, that was our loss. And so we reference that now, how we're changing. And that's why this year it's much, much different. Like it takes a while to come to terms with what your new skin is, and that's what our skin is now. So we have to do that. And we don't have to, but we're choosing to support our son and our daughter. And Rico's supporting also. So it's nice to be moving forward and understanding why there's things.
And I'll get back to you.
I can't believe it's been almost 20 years since we met. My whole life has changed. Whenever I felt alone, you were there for me. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I couldn't have done it without the Kidney Foundation. And now, I need you more than ever.
The Kidney Foundation of Canada is proud to be a community partner of Green Shirt Day. And the Kidney Foundation asks you to be inspired by the Logan Boulet Effect and help make a meaningful impact in recognition of the vital link between organ donation and the gift of life on Sunday, April 7th for the 6th annual Green Shirt Day. And if you live in Calgary, we've got a special invitation for you. The Kidney Foundation of Canada's Southern Alberta branch invites you to participate in a 2-kilometer walk forming a community parade. And here are the details. Hope in Motion will take place on April 7th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And we'll meet up for a 2-kilometer walk starting at Memorial Drive, Northwest Calgary, parking lot number 59. And that's near Princess Island Park. So please join the Canadian organ and tissue donation community and the kidney community in championing this movement of hope and inspiration. This gathering not only shines a light on the need for organ donors, but it also pays tribute to the enduring legacy of Logan Boulet. It's an opportunity to honor and recognize the invaluable contributions of organ and tissue donors and their families while celebrating the gift of life. Want to let us know you're coming? Complete this form on the website. And if you have any questions, please contact Michelle Hoffer at michelle.hoffer@kidney.ca. We hope to see you there. So Toby, you were saying that Green Shirt Day and all the responsibility that it brings with it, it's been an evolution, a learning process for the two of you, as well as for your daughter Mariko. 6 years into Green Shirt Day, what is your message for Canadians? What do you want us to hear? What do you want us to know?
I guess my message to Canadians is that just wear green, remember, reflect. We all have a legacy that we want to leave, but not everybody's legacy gets to be left. So Logan chose to donate his organs to help others. The Logan Boulet Effect, Green Shirt Day is his legacy. We share it with you, and we're glad to have you thank Logan on our behalf. Thank you very much.
I think that something I just really, really want people to do is to have that conversation, to talk to people, not just their friends, but their family, let their family know what they want to do. It's amazing how many times we talk to people still, and they'll say to us, well, I let my family know that I want to be an organ donor. I had a conversation with my mom. I had a conversation with my parents. I had a conversation with my spouse, just to let them know. And that is an honor for us to know that we have impacted them to have that conversation and to make that step where they know that being a registered organ donor will make a difference, and it helps the family in that time of need, in a time of tragedy when they don't want to have to make a decision like that they already know because they've had a conversation. We know that every time there's a conversation, it creates hope, and hope for so many people, the people who are waiting for organs and their family and their friends. So we just like people to have a conversation and to share their intentions to be an organ donor. And even if they don't want to necessarily be an organ donor, just having that conversation to talk about it makes a big difference and gives hope.
So, as you say, Bernie, those table conversations, they're so significant. And they're actually happening so much more frequently, and they're so much easier now that the Logan Boulet Effect really has shone light on the importance of organ donation registration. And Logan's legacy will live on in conversations that future generations will have about organ donation.
Absolutely. It'd be one of those times in history where this changed the conversation, where Terry Fox changed the conversation about cancer. And Logan Boulet changed the conversation about organ donation, registration, and awareness. There's all kinds of conversations that during our lifetimes that have been changed, but those are two that we're referencing today, and it's that moment in time.
It's really amazing that the Logan Boulet Effect is now part of Canadian history. In the future, when my grandchildren learn about it in school, I'm sure they're going to be asking me, what do I know about it? How did it all start, Grandma? And your son's name will come up over and over again in conversations just like that all around the country for generations to come.
I made a comment to a professor at the University of London, University of Western Ontario at the University of London Hospital program, and I said, we've been told that this will be a footnote of in history. He goes, no, it'll be a chapter in a textbook. If they have books.
They won't have
Don't put that on there. But he said, no, it's a chapter. He said, it'll be a chapter. Because what has happened is phenomenal. And our son made a decision based upon what happened to somebody else. And then that decision was, we carried it forward because that's what we do. We support our children, and we made a decision to support our child. And then we decided that we're not going to sit back at our house. We're going to be advocates for this decision. And it's not about us. It's about Logan and his decision and helping others.
Toby and Bernadine, thank you so much for joining us on Plugged In again. And more importantly, thank you for sharing your son's legacy with us and with all Canadians.
Thank you so much for having us. We greatly appreciate the kindness and the support we receive from all kinds of people, and especially you. Thank you.
Let's see. So, kidney is These are my grandpa's kidney stones. They're very precious. Kidney is a bone in your back that helps you turn. I don't know, to be honest.
They don't know kidneys are vital, do you? Get the facts at kidney.ca.
Hello, everybody out there. My name's Bernadine Boulet, and this is my husband, Toby Boulet, and we are the very proud parents of Logan Boulet, who is the reason why there is Green Shirt Day. I'm a grade 2 teacher here in Lethbridge, Alberta. At my school, every year, we've been very fortunate to be able to recognize Green Shirt Day with numerous activities, bulletin board displays, and an amazing assembly that our grade 2 students present to our whole school. We share about organ donation and transplantation and the importance of having a conversation with your family about these. If elementary age children take home the topic of organ donation and transplantation and start the conversation, it becomes a less daunting topic. It becomes just a talk. The children see organ donation as a way to give to someone else, to make someone's life better, to make their family's life better, to save a life. It is not a scary topic or a topic about death. It's about helping others. So we would like to challenge all elementary schools in BC to take on the Green Shirt Day Challenge and see what you can do.
Just get involved, put your school in the running for a prize. It takes nothing to be involved. It's exciting, it's fun, and you're doing something for society, you're doing something good.
The rules are simple. On or before April 7th, have your school engaged in an activity that recognizes Green Shirt Day. The options are only limited by your imaginations, so you could do anything. Here are some ideas to get your creativity primed. Students and teachers could all wear green shirts to school on that date. They don't have to be official Green Shirt Day shirts, just wear green. Paint a heart on everyone's face.
That's my heart, see? I taught high school, I'm not that good at these things.
Create a simple art project. It could be a lantern. It could be a way to light up your porch green. It could be painting windows. It could be painting green shirts. It could be any project that's a Green Shirt Day activity.
You can make a sign for your window in the front of your house too, or your apartment, just a Green Shirt Day sign.
It could be. And kids could take that home to have that conversation. But most importantly, have fun. Be creative and find a way to celebrate and recognize Green Shirt Day.
Make sure to take a picture or pictures of your school involved in Green Shirt Day and post it on social media using hashtag GSD School Challenge, hashtag Logan Boulet Effect, or hashtag Green Shirt Day. Just, people love pictures. Take pictures, post it. It'll be fun.
Every school that participates will be entered into a draw to win one of 3 $50 gift cards at Chapters. And what school teacher doesn't love books?
Oh, I love books.
I do too.
Okay.
I have a lot.
Good. Go Green Shirt Day Challenge. Get involved. Be part of the challenge. Have fun. And as we told Logan all the time, work hard, play hard, have fun.
Register your wishes to be an organ donor through your provincial organ and tissue donor registry.